We had caller Ryan in Santa Barbara just posed it to us. The 6 to 8 worst quarterback draft picks of all time. So I have 7 on my list.
Well, here's
and this is kind of a joint list. We're kind of working on it together.
Yeah, I think that, unfortunately, and it's not really fair, you have to be basically, to be a worst all-time, 6 to 8 worst, you have to be a top 5 pick. Maybe even higher than that.
Okay, not all mine are top 5 picks, but they're high picks.
You can't be the 15th pick because you're not gutting your entire franchise. That's what I would argue, depending on who it is.
Yeah, I mean,
okay. So before the break, we did too. So we had
Jamarcus Russell and Ryan Leaf, who's our pal. So sorry, Ryan,
who went number 2 in '98.
But Ryan knows he's not running from that anymore. Okay, we also had we have Achilles Smith.
Yeah, I mean, he did nothing.
We have David Carr.
That one's a little tough. I feel like it wasn't his fault.
Okay.
Remember he had that line? He's set the all-time sack record. Let's see how long he played, too. Okay.
Heath Schuler is on the list. And I put Josh Rosen, and I put Jake Locker on the list. Thank you.
By the way, David Carr had 5 seasons basically starting in Houston.
Does that mean he's not a bust?
I mean, he is a bust, but I think
you play 5 years. That means you got a second contract, right?
No back piece. That was when you got a gigantic.
Oh, that's when you got the big contract up front. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sure he quite fits. Now, Jake Locker was in that famous Jake Locker, Blaine Gabbert, Christian Ponder draft.
Yeah.
Why pick out Jake Locker?
I wanted to put Ponder on too. You talked me out of it.
Well, 12, right. 8, 10, 12.
I mean, I could have put E.J. Manuel on this list. I don't know.
That's who I had.
I don't know if you necessarily have to be top 5. And listen, I can explain everything that went wrong with E.J. Manuel and why it wasn't his fault. But I'm just saying, like that. The bottom line is that Geno Smith just got $40 million, and he was in that draft class taken after him. And E.J. Manuel's been doing games on the ACC network for like the last 3 years.
Right, but wasn't he a 16th pick? Which
13, I believe.
That's often a bust anyway, right?
I guess I'm thinking just first rounders. No, that's not fair.
We could go through the first round. There's probably 40 guys who are on the second half.
This is really the creme de la creme. So I think it's really 7 or 8.
Just 6. So wait. Okay, who do we got? We did again.
Russell, Ryan Leaf, Achilles Smith,
3,
Heath Schuler,
4,
and then
I think you're missing a big one.
Who do you got?
Tim Couch.
So we thought about Couch, but he won a playoff game. Can you be a bust
he
if
didn't win a playoff
or
game.
he made a playoffs?
Yeah, but he didn't start. Didn't Kelly Holcomb start that game?
I thought that he started that game.
Remember that little mess of
EJ coming in.
Game, by the way. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Did he not start that game?
I don't think he started. Remember, he lost his job to Kelly Holcomb, and there was this weird back and forth. I don't think he started that game.
That was the thing. We thought we definitely mentioned Tim Couch, of course, but then I was like, well, if he made the playoffs, could he really be counted as a bust? We need people who didn't even really sniff the playoffs.
Tim Couch's numbers were bad.
He was awful.
All right, so let's put Tim Couch on there. EJ has convinced us. Listen, I think Sam Darnold is right there. He's not an all-time. We'll see what happens with San Francisco.
We only have 7 or 8 names on this list.
Yeah, so we said Ryan
no consideration for J.P. Lossman?
22nd.
Not to pile on all the Bills.
It's all right. Come on.
But that guy, cool. Okay, example, J.P. Lossman, like 22 or whatever he was picked. That doesn't matter. You take
he was 13th.
Oh, he was. Whatever. Yeah. He's in the teens. That's not going to kill you.
So that's why I think Josh Rosen was what?
Josh Rosen was 10, right?
10?
Well, Josh Rosen was gone pretty fast. He was remarkable, even for.
That's what I'm saying. I think he deserves to be on the list.
To me, is a lot closer than, say, Jake Locker.
Okay, so I think we like our list. We like Jamarcus Russell, Ryan Leaf, Josh Rosen, Achilles Smith, Heath Schuler, and Tim Couch.
I don't know, though.
Doesn't feel complete.
Doesn't feel complete, and it feels like after you get past Jamarcus Russell
and Ryan
and Achilles Smith was he the 3rd pick?
Yeah.
With the Tim Couch draft. I remember that draft because the Eagles picked out McNabb and everyone there booed. Remember that?
I know.
Because they wanted Ricky Williams.
All the NFC champions.
Any love for Andre Ware?
Yeah. I mean, yes. Andre Ware, David Klingler, right, were both top 10 picks who bombed out. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl, but not with the team that drafted him.
Yeah, but he's not a bust.
Didn't he almost immediately get... That's the other thing, too. What if you get drafted by somebody and you're gone in like a year or 2?
Well, that's what happened to Rosen. I mean, but did we ever... Rosen had a chance to catch on a few other places and never has. I think he might still be in the league, actually.
He is.
He's not a practice squad.
He was on with Tampa. He was on with Atlanta.
Yeah.
He's never sniffed the field.
He shows up a lot. Like, and you're like, oh, my God, Josh Rosen's on that team?
Ain't left for Johnny Manziel.
You know what? That's a good one. But he's also in the 20s, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel was a spectacular flameout, though.
I think some of the bus conversation, I feel like draft pick in terms of how high you are is important, but I think also like the
story,
spectacular nature of the flameout.
Great point
too,
right.
Because like even like Todd Marinovich was like 24, but like he's a 30 for 30 story.
Yeah, exactly.
Brady Quinn came into the league with a bunch of hype too, even though he went a little bit lower. Brady Quinn.
Oh, Brady Quinn was a hyped one, but he doesn't have a great story, Brady Quinn.
He actually wasn't. He's
pretty
bad.
straight and narrow.
Yeah, he was bad, but he had a couple moments in his career. I think maybe in Denver, a couple good games.
I mean, Tebow's a bust, but I don't know if anyone was really expecting Tebow to be good.
I can't call him a bust after he beat Pittsburgh.
Actually, yeah, he won a playoff game. He's not a bust. And also, I want to keep Tebow on my side. There's there's higher power forces working there. Yeah, this dude.
Joey Harrington.
I want to keep that guy on my good side.
All right, Joey Harrington.
Joey Harrington.
But he's so unspectacular. He played the piano and he was cool and everyone liked him. But he was a number 3 pick.
I feel like he was like the first like Heisman with the Times Square.
Yeah,
the Times Square billboard. Yeah,
Heisman though, but he had a whole billboard for
spectacular life, just not a good player.
I'm assuming Phil Knight was behind that, right? Now thinking back on it, Phil Knight from Nike, because his Oregon connection must have been behind that billboard.
That's the thing. Okay, let's say Cade McNown with the Bears, for example.
Yeah.
How do you compare him as a bust to Jake Locker as a bust to J.P. Losman to a bust? If you're not in top 3, that high pick.
No. I like what EJ and Carlos are onto here, and EJ specifically. I think that you got to have something else part of the story. Like Joey Harrington has the billboard where they try to get him the Heisman, right? And obviously Jamarcus Russell and Ryan. Obviously,
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel. Like, there's got to just be a little bit more where where they kind of flame out sort of spectacularly or something, notably.
Yeah, but
put it that way, notably.
But what happens when the Lions take Joey Harrington number 3 and there's 9 Hall of Famers behind him, though? That's what really counts.
That also is tough.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Who do they skip on? That's always fun to see.
Yeah, the major whiffs.
Yeah, okay. I like where we're at. I like we've evolved this list to make it the most spectacular bus.
Yeah, so this is a living list now. So do you want to go through it again?
Yeah, give it to me. Give me the numbers.
So now we have Jamarcus. So by the new rules, Jamarcus Russell, Ryan Leaf. Do we still put Rosen in there? Was that spectacular? We got the hot tub photo from UCLA.
That is
Leinart.
Really
not.
Thinking
about Leinart, but I don't remember who was
really not spectacular.
No, I know.
David Carr, nothing spectacular about that.
No.
Where did Vince Young get picked?
2 or 3? 3 but he made 2 Pro Bowls in the playoffs.
That's true. He just got banged out because he was so big.
Yeah.
Joey Harrington, we like on this list.
No,
Tim Couch with the steroid accusation.
Nothing spectacular about Joey Harrington.
But he's got a moment that ends up being kind of embarrassing, which was the billboard where they tried to really get the Heisman campaign going behind him, and it didn't work.
Right, but that's not NFL.
That's not the NFL.
Yeah.
That's college.
I love. Okay, let's have a watch list too with Zach Wilson on there.
Zach Wilson's on the watch list. Sam Darnold's on the watch list.
I know you want to. No, Sam Darnold is
He is on the watch list.
Yeah,
he was taken 3rd overall. Yeah. He stinks.
Yeah, he's taken 3rd overall, but at least he got 50 starts under his belt. A lot of these guys were nowhere near that.
I almost feel like though, like the fact that he played and was so bad. Almost,
he wasn't that.
I don't want to say makes it worse, but like it kind of like adds to the fact that wow, he really wasn't that guy.
Well, Sam Darnold wasn't that terrible his second year, right? Did they think that they might have had something?
No, his rookie, he had a few games his rookie year that were probably his best games.
Like
then as soon as Adam Gase came, it was over.
Yeah, because didn't he have like he had like the mononucleosis?
Yeah, mono.
Yeah, his second year, he was 7-6 and had 19 touchdowns, 13 picks. Obviously not great, but that's not Achilles Smith territory.
It's not. It is not.
And don't even try and put Trey Lance. Trey Lance, I just looked, is still 22. We're not putting 22-year-olds on this list. He's played 3 games.
How old do you think Zach Wilson is?
He's 23.
You were happy to put him on the list.
Yeah, Zach Wilson has 5 times the number of starts as Trey Lance.